GroupTrac helps you keep track of where everyone in a group is, whether it is a teacher or scoutmaster trying to keep track of all the students on a weekend outing, or a bunch of friends getting together in the evening and trying to find out where everyone is. If users allow, you can keep track of where friends and family live and coordinate carpool if needed. Fine-grained permissions allow you to control who has visibility into which location for how long. You can also use the tool to communicate with the group. In case you leave your phone somewhere, you can find out where that is. The tool lets you easily add contacts to these groups and get rid of the groups when done. This recording will walk you through how to use GroupTrac. To get started, go to the Play Store and download the app. Once you have installed the app and started it, the screen will look like this. You go to the left and pick the country that you're from. Say I'm from India. Select this, get the right country code 91, and type the phone number in. Pick an arbitrary number here, and once the number is valid, you will see this green check mark show up and the next box highlight for you to go forward. If the number is not valid, this will not highlight. So you click on next. Now the system will send you a 6-digit code that will arrive on your phone. Give it about 30 seconds for it to arrive. If it does not, then you can go here to not receive SMS, either resend the SMS, or if for some reason you entered the wrong phone number, then you can go change the phone number. Once you send the verification code, it will appear something like this. So you take that code and enter here. This verify button will light up when the number of digits reaches 6. Click verify. This screen will show up for iPhone devices. It's important that you read this because at the end of registration, the system will ask you for 3 permissions and you need to allow all of them for the app to work properly. Now you enter your first name and last name. Enter mine. Then there's this location, your current location is home or not. The system asks for this address. It's not required, it's optional. The home address is used to show to your friends, if you choose to do that, where you live, and you can see all of them on a map. So in this case, I'll just select my current location is home, and I go forward, and my account gets created. All right, so now that you have signed in and your account is created, the first thing you may want to do is to create a group. To do that, you go to the top right, tap on the plus button, and you're presented with the fields for creating a group. So I enter group name here. I'll give it a test. Test is description. The carpooling I'll skip for now. This is a way to enable carpooling for the group. We'll talk about that separately. And then you can choose to create group and add contacts now or add contacts later. I'll go with the later for now. So create group and add contacts, and here you have the group. The C against the test shows that you are the creator of the group, and the 1 in the green shows there's a 1 message in that group. So when you tap into that, you will see that 1 message, the system message saying, you have joined the group. Whenever there's this group level activity, people joining or leaving or carpools changing, you'll see messages show up over here. So let's go back to the main section. Group at the bottom left, you can tap on the home here, go back to groups. Now on the left side, top left side, the hamburger menu, the 3 lines, that is basically for all the app actions. You can check the My Groups, you can manage your groups, create groups, change your app settings, and so on and so forth. So say you want to go back to the group, My Groups, or so you back into the My Group section, you tap into the group, you go up to your messages section, and now when you see top right, the hamburger menu is for the group level actions. You can add contacts, see the members, go to the map, edit group, and so on and so forth. So the left side is for the app level actions, and for the right side is for the group level actions. All right, so you have created a group now, and we'll talk about how to invite other users to your group and add them. So say somebody else has created a group that is about soccer, kids soccer, and they want to invite you to that group. So they will send you an invite, and I'll show you how to do that on your side. So say when they invite you, you will get an invite showing up on the top over here. You see the top blue button that has 1 in it that says the system has got one message for you. So when you tap on that, the blue button, you will see that Sanjay has invited you to join the group High School Soccer. And here you can say accept invite or decline invite. So say you accept the invite. Once you accept the invite, you go back and you see you are a member of High School Soccer now. When you go in it, you see that you have just joined the group now. Now you can go back and say you want to create a group for this week's camping. So quickly create a group here, go back, say weekend camping. So test here, we'll not worry about carpooling. And say we want to add contacts while we create this group. So we to create group and add contacts. So I have some test numbers over here, and I will add some users that I want to invite. Say I want to invite this friend, I want to invite this friend, and maybe this friend. And click on add on the top right over here. When you do that, the system checks on which users have the app installed and which numbers are valid. So the first one here says that this user friend 2 has the app installed, so he'll be sent an invite. This user friend 4 does not have the app installed, so he'll be sent a message that's shown over here that has invited you to download the GroupTrac app so you can be added to the group weekend camping. Then the last one, invalid contact, this is number friend 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's an invalid number, so system is saying please go back and check that number and fix it and add the user back in. Keep in mind that only the mobile numbers will be picked, not the home numbers or office numbers. Only the mobile numbers in your contact group will be picked. Okay, hit the OK, and now that user has gotten an invite. So when that user now goes back and accepts that invite, you'll see here the top button, the blue button, which says M for system messages. When the user accepts the invite, you'll get a message there. There's a one message waiting for you, and it says Sanjay has accepted your invite to join the group weekend camping. You can delete this message here, go back to my groups here, and you have weekend camping. So you have basically two different Sanjays who have joined the group. Okay, so you have created your groups and you have invited your contacts to join the group. And now you want to see where everybody is because you are at the soccer field and nobody has come there yet, or some people are missing. So you go to your high school soccer group over here and you go to the map at the bottom here, click on the map. And this will show you the current locations of where people are. And as they move, you can see where they're going. You can, if you want to just select some people, you can go to the top right in the tools bar over there, tools icon, and pick the people that you want to select. So you can just pick one person or all people. Or if you want to see who is around where you live, so you can carpool with them, you can click on the home location, apply that selection, and they'll show where people are in the team. So the different locations of the members of the team. So you can call the people nearby and try to carpool. There's a much more deeper and richer feature in carpool in trying to figure out who can go with whom, but we'll talk about that separately. One more thing about the map, you can tap on the icon to see who the person is. Okay, so in this section we'll talk about the different settings that you can control, the app level settings and the group level settings. So as we mentioned earlier, the app level settings on the top left um, burger bar, or the burger icon on the left. Click on that and it exposes the app actions. We talked about some of this before. The app settings is the one that you want to look at for app level settings. So say you want to turn off all of your geo tracking so nobody can see in any of the groups where you are. You can just turn this off over here, and it will completely turn off your location updates. We talked about how you can enter a specific address over here instead of your location if you're not at home, so you can manage that over here. But we won't change anything. We'll leave this and go back to my groups here. Now for group level setting, say you want to go to high school soccer and you want to go to group level settings. If you want to add contacts, you can go here. You can check out where, if you want to edit the group, you can do that, but only group admins are allowed to edit the group. So you can't do that because we don't own that group. Let's see, for group settings, this is where a bunch of capabilities are there. So if you want to turn off all tracking for this specific group, but not all the groups, you can come to the group level and say, no, you don't want to allow tracking for the group, turn it off. But if you want to turn that on, you can say you allow tracking all the time, or you can expose specific hours or minutes. So you want to expose only 5 hours and I don't know, 15 minutes of tracking. It's an arbitrary number right now. This will be in effect as soon as you exit the screen, so these changes will save when you leave the screen. So you can control how long starting now, or this is allow tracking anytime. Of course, this is highest level flag. If you turn this off, then all tracking for this group is turned off. And then you can say, okay, whether you want your home location to be viewable, you can turn this off so people can't see your home location for this group. Or if you are carpooling, this is a feature more for applicable there, but you can say what kind of role do you have, parent, teacher, student, volunteer, others, but we'll leave this for now and talk about that separately. Okay, so these are all the settings that you have. Hopefully they're useful. One more thing in app level setting, just so you're familiar with it. If you want to manage your groups, you come here and say, you had created this group test and you want to delete this. Click on the red stop sign over here, confirm, delete the group, and it's gone. You go back to your groups and that group is no longer there. Hope this is useful. Please send your feedback to feedback@grouptrac.com. Thank you.